What's up, squad? This is Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Lack of a worldview is debilitating towards African Americans. Our inability to identify ourselves in this world and basically the opportunities and challenges that our position presents to assess that correctly is a mental disease that has been nothing but to our detriment. Ethiopia, Ethiopians in the United States just received a ruling that their protections against deportations have been removed and therefore they are subject to deportations by the current administrations. They're not the only group that this has happened to. There's Haitians, there's South Sudanese, there are Cameroonians, Somalians, the list goes on and on. And the reason why I associate this to the Black Americans, because this should be one of the major issues in our community. Do you know that in an independent Haiti, when Haiti received their independence, they gave refuge status to African Americans? In fact, they put money behind refuge status for African Americans to come to Haiti. As many as 13,000 African Americans went to Haiti. It received land and support. It is possible that some of the Haitis, when these protections were removed from them, that some of these Haitians could have African American lineage. Now, you contrast that with the fact that the only people that's really been coming into this country since February 2025 have been an aggrieved Afrikaner population of South Africa. These guys are going to be zealots. They are going to have a history, a lineage in America where they say we were persecuted by Black South Africans, received refugee status from this current conservative government or this current Trump administration, and they're always going to be grateful for that administration and that ideology for their success or being in the United States. This is changing the game, and it's obvious which direction this is going. And as these groups that could possibly be students at HBCUs, possibly have been patrons of Black businesses, etc., as these groups are basically separated and deported outside of this country, while it's supplemented with the far extreme people from a racially aggrieved Black South Africa, the tone of this country could shift with it. Love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.